Now, I was talking of a point that the students find difficulty in memorizing and keeping in mind the articles and the cases. Basically, we are required to work upon that. So that was our major focus point towards the end, and upon that I will have to, or we will have to work together very, very carefully. So I was telling you a very simple point. That see, I said union and state, the bigger chapters. Union, I said I start from this 52 and goes up to 151, and the state starts from 152 to and goes up to 237. Then I was talking about how these articles can be kept in mind. That was the major focus point. So I said everybody knows that since childhood days we have been studying the question that every government has three parts and no? So I discussed this. This is 52 to 78, if you remember clearly. This was 79 to 122. This is 123. This is 124 to 147. This is 148 to 151. How I dealt with this situation, what I said, I started from here 52, and I started with this that 52 is equal to 5 plus 2, 7, and just after 7 we have 8, so 78. Can you see this? And then I said everybody knows ordinance making power of union is there in Article 123. Everybody knows this, 1, 2, 3. This is very easy to memorize. So before 123, this side 122, this side 124. 124. And after 78, we have 79. And from 124, exactly 24 articles, I said. Exactly 24 articles. So if you start from 124 and count now this as 1, and then similarly now you go up to 125 as sec 2, 126 as 3, so 147 you will reach to 24. So till 147, that we know. So after 147 it is 148, and this is the last article, 151. This is how we can memorize the things. As far as the state is concerned, it starts from 152. And see, in a state you will not find the same number of articles as far as executive is concerned. Again it is executive here first. So executive, let us write executive. Now in a state also executive, legislature, judiciary, OMP. There is no CAG here. CAG is only one, Comptroller and Auditor General for entire India. Is this clear? So in executive, we know that after 151, this is 152, that is known to everyone. OMP, this is 1, 2, 3, so here it is 2, 1, 3. Then that we can keep in mind. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3. So judiciary will start from 2, 1, 4, and legislature will go up to 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. OMP is 2, 1, 3. So judiciary will start from 2, 1, 4, and here exactly this is 24 articles again. Again this is 24 articles. Again 24 articles. So it will go up to 2, 3, 7. You count it. You count it. 214 to 237. You count it. Is this clear? OMP, you have no issue. 152, this is after 151, no issue. This is clear. This is clear. You tell me yes or no. This is clear to you. Now, in executive of union, you find president, vice president, prime minister. In executive of state, you have governor and chief minister. There is no deputy governor as such. There is no deputy governor, I tell you. There is no deputy governor. There is no deputy governor. So obviously the number of articles will be little less. Number of articles will be little less. And I have given you formula of adding 89. I have given you this formula yesterday also. So you just add 89 in this. You just add 89. So 78 plus 89. Just see how I am doing this. 9 plus 8, this is 17. 1 is rest. Is this clear? 8 plus 7, 15. So it goes up to 167. 167. You are just required to add 89. So 78, the last article in executive here, and 89 has to be added, so 167. So this goes up to 167. So what after 167 here? 168. Is this clear? Do you remember this? Do you understand this? All right. All right. All right. Now, you can do many contrast and comparison. You can do many contrast and comparison here. You can add many more concepts here, but that is not very desirable at this stage. But I'll tell you little bit more about Constitution's article. Is this clear? After 151, there will be 152, no doubt. Just I have requested you to understand that OMP in Union is 123. Here it is 213. And just before 213, legislature will end at 212 and judiciary will begin from 214. Is this clear? So you should not, my idea is just to tell you that you should not be, disturbed by the fact that there are so many articles and how can I do it. Let us build confidence that you can memorize n number of articles. There is way out of doing things. Now, if I am supposed to go a little further, I'll tell you, let's see this constitution, entire constitution is divided into certain blocks. See, this constitution has been constituted and it creates a country. It creates a country. So obviously when you create a country, there will be first and foremost question, what is this country all about? So this is how you can do yourself also. You can write here that number of part, like part 1. Name of part. number of articles. You do it yourself as well. I'll suggest you a little bit. So Constitution has been created. Constitution has made this country. Now the part 1 is Union and its territory. Obviously you created this country, so many people will ask you a question, what is this country all about? What is this country all about? So you will say that this country is all about Union and its territory. Now, and number of article 1 to 4. Article 1 to 4. Now, who will be in this country? So part 2, citizens. इस country में कौन रहेगा? 5 to 11. Now then the third question, what will be relation between this country and its citizen, the state and its people? So that is part 3 of Constitution, fundamental rights. This is enforceable right. We are discussing, I have just said the point that see, this country is constituted. So what is this country all about? So you said Union and its territory. The article 1 to 4, part 1. Who will be residing in this country? Now I am talking in a not very technical legal sense. I am just telling you that I am telling you in raw sense basically, who will be living in this country. So you said citizen, so that is defined or that is given in 5 to 11 part 2. Then this part 3, what will be the relationship between the country and its citizen, the country and its people, so fundamental right. Part 4. DPSP. 36 to 51. To 51. This is enforceable right, this is non-enforceable right. This is the right in the sense that people can claim this. This is the right in the sense that now government has to follow all these principles and policies in governing the nation. Now then, obviously now we have been talking of the right, so obviously question will arise, what are your duties? Part 4. Now you will raise a question, when fundamental rights are written in part 3, why we have written duty in part 4a, why not part 3a? So let me tell you, DPSP are also in the nature of rights. I'll explain it little later. And these are non-enforceable rights, DPSP. Non-enforceable rights. Non-enforceable rights. Non-enforceable rights. Non-enforceable rights. So, fundamental duties, 51A. Fundamental duties, 51A. Is this clear? 51A. Fundamental duties. So this is basically about country and its people. This is the first block in my lexicon. Now, how this country will be governed? On that point, you can see that we have written about union, state, Part B states, union territories, panchayats, municipalities, these are all administrative units. The union being the biggest has been written at the top, that is part 5. State being the smaller one, that is part 6. Part B state was part 7, which is no more there. Part 8, union territories. Part 9, panchayats. 9A, panchayats and municipalities. 9B, cooperative societies. And then scheduled and special areas, something like this. See how the arrangement has been made. So similarly, I did it in block 1, that is country and its people. This is block 1. Block 1. Country and its people. So similarly, you can do about block 2. Now let us go to block 2. So again you write here part number, part name and articles. Then you can write down further amendments, etc. also to suit your convenience. Is this clear? So this is how you can do it. You can see this and you can do it. You can see this and you can do it. So just do it for your convenience. So part number 5. Part name, union. Article 52 to 151. Part 6, state. 152 to 237. We have just written that. I've just made a comparison. Part B state, so that what I said, 238. Part 7, Part B state, repealed. See, this part 7 which is there in Article 238, the 7th part of Constitution, has been, this is part 7, has been repealed by 7th Amendment of Constitution and in year 1956. So this is rhythmic. 7th part repealed by 7th Amendment and that too in year number 1956. So this is how we can keep this in mind. Nothing great, it's very simple. Now part 8. Now union territories. Union territories. And this is not to be memorized, this is just to be understood. 52 to 151, 152 to 237, I have told you how to reach to this point. Is there any confusion how to reach here? Do you understand how to reach here? How to reach here? Then this 238, not an issue, just after 237, 238. Union territory 239 to 242. 242 is repealed now, so it will be 241. If you check your Bear Act, you will find it there. You will find it there. You will find it there. Then part 9, Panchayat. 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 So this is 243. To 243. OP, no? OP. MNOP. We have been reading this since childhood days. MNOP, part 9. And in 9 you have many 9A, 9B. So amended. Municipalities. Municipalities. You just check the name correctly. I'm just writing from my memory. Municipalities. 243. Now, you tell me. Now, after 243, O, 243, MNOP. So, P will come. And it goes up to 243, ZG. So, after O, it will be P. And no need to memorize as such. No need to memorize as such. You should not try to memorize the point. No? ZG. Municipalities and Panchayat. Z, Jila and G, Gram. That is how you can memorize the point. I try to innovate new methods to memorize the point. So nothing great. This is administrative setup. You can add here part 10 also. That is administrative setup, part 10. Now 9b also, 9a then 9b. This cooperative society. Cooperative society. Now you just see this. Cooperative societies. Let me write. Many people will have this. So after 9a we have this 9b. All right. I said cooperative. This pen is misbehaving. And technological things, it may not work well sometimes. This is the problem. We should not worry about this. Cooperative societies. Cooperative societies. All right. So 243 ZG. So 243 Z MN A B C D E F G H G ZG. So H ZG then ZH and society, it goes up to 243 ZT. After S you have T. After S you have T. Cooperative societies 243 ZH to 243 ZT. This is how we can memorize the points. Nothing very difficult here, I tell you. It's very simple. But just you are required to apply and listen to this video time and again and just try to do it. You can do it, I tell you. It doesn't have, it's practice. It's all about practice. So part 10 now. So part 10 now. Part 10 now. Is this clear? Part 10 now. Part 10 is spatial scheduled areas, something like that. You just check it. Now, part 10 is scheduled areas. So, after 243, it has to be 244 to 244A. This is very interesting. Then just quickly let me add further. I hope all of you have just noticed what I have written on the board so that you can do it very easily. Then this part 11. Part 11. Part 11 is all about relationship. It is a relation between union and state, a legislative and administrative relation between union and state. So legislative and administrative relation between union and state, that is the concern here. Now, that is the relationship between union and state, that is now 244. So 245. Now this is 2 plus 4 plus 5, 11. And this is 263. 2 plus 6 plus 3, this is also 11. Both 11. See the magic. 2 plus 4 plus 5, 11. 2 plus 6 plus 3, 11. So part 11. So relation between union and the states. This is legislative relation, and then there is administrative relation also within this block. So that is 264 onwards. That is 264 onwards. This is 264 onwards till 300A. No? If I remember correctly. 264 to 300A. 264 to 300A. No? Part 12 of Constitution, that is finance related, finance, tax, property, something like that. No? So this is also about now this relationship, financial relationship you can say. So relation between union and state, that is legislative and administrative, this is financial. This is financial. I think you are clear. Part 13. Part 13. Now see, I tell you, you created the country, you decided who will live in this country. What is this country? That is part 1. Who will live in this country? That is citizen. What is the relationship? That is part 3 and part 4. What is the duties of the people? That is part 4A. And then about administrative setup, that is part 5 to this 10. And that is, and thereafter you are deciding the question of their relationship. Part 11, 12, etc., etc. Now, when you have money, finance, tax, property, you have decided all this. Finance, property, tax, contract, whatever it is. You just see the chapter name. I will not remember exact name of the chapter. I am just telling you the method how to do it. So, now you have money, so you will obviously do some kind of business. So, freedom of trade, commerce and intercourse. Freedom of trade, commerce, intercourse. This is 301 to 307, no? (301 to 307). This is how you can complete this. 'And part 14 of Constitution. Who will do all this thing for you? Part 14 of Constitution. कौन करेगा आपके लिए? So you will appoint certain people. So services under union and state. Services under union and state. part 14 of Constitution Services. So who will do it for you? Can you do all business yourself? It's very difficult to do business yourself, so you will appoint certain people for yourself. So that is what is part 14 of Constitution. Part 14 is this, I hope, 308 to 323, no? Huh? Then administrative tribunal, if there is some kind of difference between the government and the servant, then there is part 14A, part 14, administrative tribunal. See, there is logic, administrative tribunal. Then part 15. Now, you cannot work only with the servants, and you cannot work only with the help of public servants. So you need, it is democratic country, you need elected representative to run the government and to run the nation. So we talk about elections as well. Elections. And now this election is given 324 to 329. And then let us finish this because we are near completion. So part 16. After elections, what else? Special provisions, something like that, no? Special provisions, special provisions, special provisions, special provisions. Special provisions. Can you see in your barrack? Special provisions. Now in this special provision, you will find this 330 to this 342, 43 now. 43 is language. Now, then this special provisions. Then 343 onwards. You will find of provisions of language here and there in various provisions of, we talk of mother tongue, etc. also in this language. Now, generally you will be knowing that emergency is in 352, so this will go up to 351. No? So after this part 17, you have part 18. 18, E for 18, E for emergency. E for emergency. And let me tell you, in part 18, you have exactly now this this 352 to 360, that is 9 articles. 9 articles. 1 plus 8, 9. Emergency, 18 chapter. 18 part of Constitution. No? Part 19. That is just before amendment, that is miscellaneous, I hope, miscellaneous, where you find definition, etc. in 366, 361 to 367, because 368 is amendment, that you generally remember. Part 20 is amendment, 368, only one article. And then 21, part 21, that is temporary transitional provisions. No? Temporary transitional provisions, 369 to 392. Temporary transitional provisions. People come and go from your home. So similarly, many things are written here which has been written for temporary period, and Jammu and Kashmir, one of them, special status, which has been now no more. Then part 22, the last part of Constitution, title, extent, etc. No? Title, extent, etc. So this is how Constitution is written. 393 to 395. So you have travelled through entire Constitution. You can make suitable amendments here and there if you find that there is addition or subtraction. I have given you the basic survey of entire Constitution. So if you find that there is some amendment here and there, you can add there. You can add there. We can look into Bare Act and we can see that. I have just given you brief idea, like 342A is added. So you can write instead of 342, 342A. But I hope you can memorize the entire 22 parts of Constitution in this way. And I find it to be very interesting. That country has been created. Now the question arose, what is this country all about? So you said Union and its territory 1 to 4. Who will reside in the country? That is citizen. What will be relationship between this country's government and the people? That is part 3 and part 4. Now rights are given to the people, so what about their duties? So part 4A. Now who will govern them? The union government, part 5. State government, part 6. Part B, state, no more there. 7th part of Constitution containing only one Article 238, repealed by 7th Amendment in year 1956. So 5, 6 is the year, 7th is the amendment, 7th is the part of Constitution. Part 8, I said Union and its territory, 239 to that 241. No, 242 basically. Now 242 is removed, so you can write 241, not an issue. Is this clear? So this is how we can learn this, nothing great. Then spatial and scheduled areas, spatial and scheduled areas. No? Spatial and scheduled areas. Spatial and scheduled areas. So that is 243 now, and 244, 44A. So you just look into the provisions. I have given you a brief survey, nothing else. Nothing else. Is this clear? Is this all right? Is this all right? So special provisions, and then you move further, legislative and administrative relation, that is 245 to 263, and then 264 to 300A, that is finance, tax, property, etc. And then freedom of trade and commerce, 301 to 307, because you have earned money, so you will do business, so you need freedom to do business. Now who will do business on your behalf? So your servants, so services, that is 308 to 320. 3, then I said Administrative Tribunal 323A and 23B, no, something like that. You just check it. Elections for elected representative, because country has to be governed by elected people because it is a democratic setup. And then special provisions for certain classes, 332, 342. And then languages 343 to 351, and then emergency 350 to 360, and then this miscellaneous 361 to 367, and then amendment, and then temporary transitional provision, and then last you have this title and extent. So I hope we have done this and you can memorize Constitution in this way. Thank you very much. This way I hope you can memorize the articles of Constitution very easily.